Hello. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Will McMaster. I'm a scientist, engineer, and entrepreneur who for more than 20 years has been developing and implementing technology solutions for some of the most demanding clients and applications worldwide. My background is in physics, computer science, mechanical engineering, and psychology, and while working with the government and private sectors, I've had a great fortune to travel the world and work with some truly amazing people while at the same time creating some incredible products. My passions are innovation and problem solving. Unfortunately, innovation is the current reigning champion of buzzwords today. And while many people out there talk about it being a fluid or organic process, there are still others that tout their defined process or innovation structure, as if one can simply follow a paint-by-the-numbers program and bam, they've innovated. You see, the truth is, creativity and innovation, well, it's a messy and chaotic process. It requires perseverance, a very open mind, and a tremendous amount of luck. I could go on and on about innovation or theory or a host of other topics, but for now, I'd like to talk about solving problems. One of the biggest challenges we face today is information security. It affects us all whether we know it or not, and it's a global threat growing at nearly a geometric rate. We've created these amazing computers and systems to make our lives easier and make us more productive. And sure, they entertain us too, but let's avoid a discussion if we can about Clash of Clans, cat videos, or Candy Crush for the time being, and talk about the dark side of computing. You see, computer technology has a direct impact on every area of modern society, from healthcare to food production. Our lifestyle, our security, our safety, all depend on a delicate and unstable economy. We've created a system so complicated that we no longer understand how to control it. Computers run all critical systems: oil, power, shipping, transport. We live in a complex world. And unfortunately, the more complex it gets, the more fragile it becomes. You see, computer systems are part of a connected global network, or a complex digital ecosystem. We've created a digital house of cards, if you will. Compromise just one system, and everything can fall apart. So you may ask, what's fueling this system? Money. Americans can spend $90 billion in a single day of shopping. Last year, over 200 million people swarmed their local stores on November 23rd. Appropriately, we call that day Black Friday. In 2014, over $1.5 trillion was transacted in e-commerce globally. Estimates are that this will grow to over $2.3 trillion in 2017. To put that into perspective, it's roughly the equivalent to the entire GDP of the United Kingdom, and that does not even include the $100+ trillion currently held in bank accounts. Consider two facts. Number one, nearly 2/3 of the world's wealth is accessible by or dependent upon computer systems at some level. Number two, regardless of technological advances, the majority of those systems rely on credentials like a username and password to access them. That's a tremendous amount of exposure and reliance on just a password. So now, let's factor in the advances in computer technology, along with their declining price points. Computing power of near mythic proportions, which was once only available to governments and nation-states a short time ago, is now readily available to the general public. For instance, in 2013, a small research group pooled their resources and set out to create an everyman supercomputer. The shocking discovery was that for less than $50,000, they built a system that could decode nearly every common Windows password in less than 8 hours. So the glaring problem before us that we set out to solve is securing computer system access. Beyond just protecting money, think of the exposure that exists in healthcare and medical records, property and asset ownership, the development and control of intellectual property, etc. Now, I'm sure we would all want the security of a unique 50-character complex password and multi-factor authentication for everything we do, but we also want that access to be fast and easy. People today are being buried under landslides of password updates and system changes, and unfortunately, it's human nature to take the path of least resistance, which is why hackers thrive. So you may ask, how do we solve this problem? Well, there's no one perfect answer to every question, but I believe we have at our disposal today the best overall solution using advanced biometrics and the DIVS platform, or Detailed Identity Verification and Security. Developed by Global Asset Protection, the DIVS Access Control System uses the very latest in advanced biometric verification, checking factors like facial recognition, body and iris scanning, even voice print identification, just to name a few. The system has been in use by the U.S. government, military, and intelligence agencies for several years, protecting some of our most sensitive information. In this case, let's talk about facial recognition. While it is true that no facial recognition system is 100%, the biggest challenge we faced was to absolutely prevent false positives, as there are several other factors we can use to verify you if a scan were to fail. By improving the reliability and speed of the scans and ensuring false positives are eliminated, we've created a solution that can be applied nearly everywhere. Now, people always ask, well, can the facial recognition system be tricked or fooled with a mask or picture? Well, in this case with DIVS, no. DIVS uses 3 separate algorithms and proprietary proof-of-life methods to scan over 300 points of facial structure in 3 dimensions. It also looks for micro-movements and fluctuations in elements like hair, eyes, and skin surfaces. Imagine, if you will, not needing to remember passwords or usernames anymore and being more secure than ever. Ask yourself this: if I could use my face as my password to quickly and securely access all my websites and systems, how would this affect or benefit my daily life? Using elements like continual verification with auto log-on and log-off, digital logs, and chains of custody, DIVS can increase security, enhance ease of use, and provide peace of mind for businesses and individuals. Due to the recent escalation in cybercrime and identity theft, the United States has declared cybercrime a key threat to the nation's security, and as such, we can now bring a version of this technology directly to consumers and businesses for the first time. While this is just one aspect of how advanced biometrics and multi-factor authentication can be used, there's much, much more to the story. I look forward to discussing your unique needs and possible applications. Please feel free to contact me directly if you have any questions or would like to have a more in-depth conversation. Thank you for your time.